Us Dance in Liverpool. Then they went viral here in the UK, and now they're back to perform at Luke Black's sold-out show tonight. Big round of applause for the Busker. Hello! So, we spent a lot of time together in Liverpool. Yeah, I was in your wardrobe room. Yeah, I was the wardrobe room guy. But before we get into your journey at Liverpool, let's take it back because you've had a lot of time to reflect on this journey.
Yeah.
From when you entered Malta's national final, winning, and then of course everything leading up to Liverpool. So what's going through your mind right now to be back here in London, but also looking back from when the journey began?
Yeah, I think more or less this just proves that there's life after Eurovision, and more than that Eurovision fans are the most loyal fans that you can ever have. And we thank you dearly for that, because oh my god, this is amazing.
Thank you. Can we just say, what time did you wake up this morning?
Wake up means that you slept. No, more or less, John and I think we're up like 2 a.m. Sean had a bit of a snooze from 2:30.
Wow.
Then we picked him up. Yeah.
And you're here literally for 24 hours to do
More or
this
less.
event?
Yeah, sure.
Because why are you back in Malta? You've got another gig coming up, right?
Yeah, on Friday will be part of Eurovision night for the Euro Pride, which is being hosted in Malta.
Euro Pride in Malta. You'll be a part of the Eurovision night. Of course, great. But let's talk about your journey through MESC after looking back on it, because obviously Malta's been known generally for sending, women with very strong voices.
What's your point?
Well, I don't see 3 women here.
You heard a strong voice, right?
I heard a strong voice.
That's great.
But you guys kind of broke the mold. You proved that Malta is willing to send something different. What is it like reflecting on the MESC journey? Let's start with that.
It's a question we have every day. More or less, we don't know how it happened, but it happened actually overnight, I think. Obviously, whoever follows Malta Eurovision Song Contest, the national final, more or less knows that it starts off around December. I think it was close to the new year, where 30-second clips of the songs were uploaded, and the most common names that were being mentioned was not ours. All of a sudden, we regret that video because we were not happy with our wardrobe choices.
No.
He wasn't happy with it because he's the more, aesthetically gifted one, So yeah, I wasn't bothered, but he told me to wear something else. So, and then we changed it again.
Yeah, more or less, from December up to February 11th, was it? We were named maybe 1 out of 5 times to get the title, but I think after the semifinals it was something shifted. We started seeing posts on Facebook and on Instagram of even plates of pasta saying, "Oh, now that we have your attention, please vote for the Busker." And we're like, what? What's happening? Are we all of a sudden a pasta dish? Where's Sean in that? But no. Then all of a sudden something shifted, and we tried our best to get a good result, because that was our aim, more or less, to go into Eurovision. As Luke previously mentioned, the national final is such good exposure throughout your home country, which in Malta is the thing to go to. It represents a lot of our music industry, more or less. Festivals in Malta all will be lined up with Eurovision acts. So yeah, from then on, I lost train of thought where the question was.
It was growing, you won MESC, and you got to go to Liverpool. There you go. There you go.
I think you guys should take the mic from now on.
Well, before we move on to Eurovision, I want to stay a bit on Malta Eurovision Song Contest, because MESC. Because our readers had a lot of opinions on the new rules of MESC.
Oh shit.
So obviously it doesn't apply to you, because technically one of the rules are you can't enter this year.
That's a shit rule.
That's a rule. there's a lot of changes happening to Musk. Number one, semi-finals, undisclosed amount that will have to sing their song for the first time. No choreography, no props, just standing there singing. And the finals, where there's going to be a music video and a performance that is pre-taped. So there's been a lot of comments around these rules and whether it best represents the way to select a Eurovision contestant. You've been through it. What's your opinion about the new rules?
I think they're probably trying new formula, there's nothing wrong with change in reality. So I think it's nice that they're trying to spice things up, try new stuff, even the fact that they're going to give each finalist an equal opportunity of monetary, I think around 5,000 euro to each participant to actually film a music video. So I find it really fair, because obviously not every participant is capable of, spending the amount of budget on their stage, on their music video. I remember when we were planning ours, it was like it was very funny. So
The broke heart is like.
So on Sunday we had to deliver our props, during that final week, and we were seeing like this big stage is coming, and this budgeted props, and then suddenly there is us with my parents' couch, with the props of Ira, Destiny, and Joe Greg. So and again everything handmade, literally.
FYI, guys, 300 euros. 300 euros.
So I just brought this microphone. Keep going, Jay.
And Sean was spending the night there, drilling the props.
Yeah, because we found out we have to drill them in about 20 minutes before we have to be on stage. So you should see me running around with glue, bottles of water, tying them down, everyone laughing at us, everyone with lovely aluminium welded staging, and I don't even know what welding looks like. You know what I mean? As in, we had to make do with what we had, basically. Stamp budget.
And me and David were doing the visuals, so it was everything homemade, So I think with this initiative, there's going to be opportunity for artists to actually have the same amount of money, and you see what you can come up with. Because at the end of the day, creativity is not about the money, it's about what you can come up with something minimal.
Yeah, something else I want to add to yours is with more of these songs, usually we reach the streaming platforms very late on. So most songs will be released already, so they barely getting the streaming exposure, they barely getting the song out there, getting listened by all you lovely people, who really support these songs. And having an advantage of a month or 4 weeks, for example, advantage to release that song, to really make a big boost in our streaming, So like we had to start when everyone else had already been online for about a month and a half. So like this, with this approach, maybe they can have an opportunity to actually reach Spotify, reach streaming platforms quicker. So that will give maybe more of a bit of an advantage in terms of getting the songs out there before us.
Also, there's not that pressure, after you win the song, okay, you have to go and record some stuff, you have to film the music video, you need to come up with the music video. There are a lot of stages, and in a month, you need to do literally everything. So we had tons of sleepless nights, in fact, at home, coming up with concepts and everything. So I think this is going to sort of give a bit of a break to the artists who win the Malta Eurovision Song Contest, because then after winning, they can actually focus on how they're going to promote the song, not going back to the song and you redo everything and there's a music video. So I think, obviously, I understand that not everyone likes the new method, but I think it's an experiment. We'll see how it goes.
I'm just gonna be the grey cloud with this positivity, yeah? My only concern is that for us, what helped us is having 3 different stages or 4, where we first had the opportunity to just stand there and have the song being performed without any additional props, and the song was the main focus. And from then there's the semi-final where we got to perform the song with the choreography. I think it's worth 100%, and then on the final night we had the opportunity to be a bit more focused, which would eventually lead to the big stage of the Eurovision televised stage, where you're a bit more prepared. I remember us more or less a bit of a insight of what happened backstage after our performance on final night. I had a meltdown. My anxiety went through the roof. I was crying my eyes out. But then what happened the most the biggest take home I took from Eurovision in Liverpool was that I went up on stage with confidence and I went down satisfied with what I had done and what we all had delivered. That's something that I don't think you'd be able to get from just rehearsals. It was something of a learning curve for me, especially with Malta being so small, you don't have so much opportunity to have that big of an audience in front of you. So I'm just afraid that anyone who will be representing next year won't have the opportunity to gain the confidence within the performance.
Yeah, going off your point, it's a situation of like if they actually give them the space to rehearse and have a couple of rehearsals before that, I think it would be an amalgamation of both goods.
Yeah, it's something that we didn't have either, so
Yeah, well, we touched on your Eurovision performance, and it was a learning curve, and you obviously made the Wiwibloggs list of worst crimes of Eurovision this year, which was Malta not qualifying because it was a great song, you had a great performance, but out of that, something interesting happened the next day, because dance went viral here in the UK. Yeah. It was the only act that didn't qualify, making the viral charts. So, what's the journey been like since Eurovision?
I think something that we learned about this is that the results that you get from the Eurovision, I mean, they're not everything, you know, at the end of the day, it's what you do with the song, what you do with your act after Eurovision. That's where the challenging part comes. Some people, they might move on, for example, you know. So it's up to you then to create another work where you can invite the listeners to join. So I think, yes, the fact that it actually went viral across the world, I think that's obviously that's what valued us, because at the end of the day, when we were in the studio, you know, creating songs and recording them, producing them, I think it's nice that you can actually get to share them with a lot of people, you know. That's why we release songs at the end of the day, so people will hear them. So I think it was very satisfactory for us and led us to keep on writing music. I mean, we always write music, so this the core center of our group is to create original material. Yes, so far it's been great. Even the fact that we still exactly we're close to 4 million views on streams on Spotify. I mean, coming from a country of 500,000 population, that's quite big for us. Good question.
So something I want to mention as well, it's something that most people don't realize when they look at the Eurovision outside looking in, it's that we were a band, no honestly, nothing to hide, you know, we used to release music and get maybe 6,000 views, 7,000 views on our music, organically, you know. Nowadays when we release a song, we get 60,000 views in a matter of 2 days. So from here I want to say thank you to you guys, because without you and by extension the Eurovision fandom, we wouldn't be in a position like this. And we're not going to perform anymore, but we're going to keep releasing music and keep making stuff that we like doing. So I hope you like it.
Even the fact that we have the opportunity to perform tonight, you know, I mean, it's a dream coming true for us. You know, we've always been ambitious, and a gig like tonight for us means a lot. So for those who are coming, it really means a lot, and hope you will enjoy our show.
Awesome. Well, speaking of writing music, let's talk about your new single. We're thinking about it.
yeah.
The song is about, I assume, for a loved one, yet the music video subverts the lyrics of the song where John Paul and Sean are trying to get all up in your face.
Yeah.
They're sabotaging your interview, they're sabotaging your date, they're throwing, merch plug time, they're throwing that sweater, the ASOS sweater that you wore on stage that sold out because you wore it at you. But what is the inspiration behind the new single and also the music video?
So yeah, the lyrics are actually, as I mentioned before, it's about failing to be romantic. One of the lyrics which, you know, I tell myself I'm proud of is my love is a message at the tone. It's like you're trying to get through it but you're not managing. It's because sometimes words do not come across. All I can say is I'm thinking about you, which just means also that you being stuck in my head is proving to myself that I do actually have feelings for you. But on the contrary, the music video, if you guys go do your homework and watch it, it starts off with Sean as a son from Teletubbies. Does that captivate you to go watch it? Yeah, no, I'm sure. The idea is that we took Thinking About You and applied it to us, that we, post-Eurovision, we were trying to go back to our individual lives, even though we're still a band. But we're not managing because they just want me to be there all the time. Alright, so that was the concept of the video. It's like infiltrating every aspect of my life up until the point where I'm just stuck in an aeroplane. How did we get an aeroplane, you ask? How?
Free of charge.
Free of charge, because Eurovision Malta is so big that we asked, can we have a plane? And they're like, yeah.
Of course you got a plane. What plane do you want, an Airbus?
Yeah. So more or less, we just used the Eurovision card and we got a private plane.
Is this how you came here this morning? After a private plane?
We actually had to pay for that, I'm sorry.
So yeah, that was the concept. Thank you, Kevin, for asking an interesting question for our song.
Stream it, buy the merch, it's there. But before we let you go, we have a bit of time for audience questions. So does anyone have a question for the Busker?
Touch.
My question is, who is your best friends that you made from Eurovision?
So I think we can answer that separately, probably, no? Or individually, or together.
Whatever you prefer.
Yeah, well, personally, they're my friends, you know, as in they're the ones that saw me cry after, as in, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was painful. They're the ones who saw me be really excited before I went on the stage, but at the same time, we made a lot of good, close friends nowadays, you know, as in we made good friends with Joker out, we made good friends with that boys from Azerbaijan, Tirana, and lots of other people, like Irish. The Irish were really lovely.
Yeah, Callum's getting married.
Yeah, that's right. I said congratulations in fact, and I'm really pissed I didn't get an invite, but that's okay. I can't afford a flight to you guys. I have to pay for this one.
In the mail.
Yeah, I got stuck in the mail, that's what he said, right?
Yeah.
He lied.
But also, obviously, Luke Black, who very dearly invited us to be part of his show tonight.
Forgot.
You forgot your plane tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. But definitely a shout out to Luke Black. He's been there since, I think, when did we meet Luke Black? Was it in Israel? Yeah.
Jean-Paul always said he really likes his song, so we had to make it a point to go speak to him. And my sister-in-law was Serbian, so she had to say something to him in
So more or
Serbian.
less, Sean was John's wingman to talk to Luke Black. He's like, there's your guy, let's go.
I'm always that person unless Jean-Paul has a couple of drinks. Then he joins me and beats me at it.
So to answer your question, I think more or less, I think the biggest take home was Luke Black. We got Wild Youth and obviously Joker out and the guys Toronto. Yeah.
Luke Black and the other bands.
Yeah.
So would you guys ever consider, obviously you can't enter this year, would you ever consider entering next again or representing Malta at the Eurovision Song Contest?
Again, when if the song comes about, I wouldn't say no. I'm sorry, guys.
So yeah.
I know before I said it's once. I actually said that myself when they approached me about it, and they told me like they wanted to do the Eurovision, and I said like, let's do it once. You know, I said if you guys are excited about the song, was good, so we went for it. You know, but I think I'm open to it again.
I think more or less we are very song based. We've had the conversation of entering Eurovision from 2021. But we missed the 2022 deadline, and we're like, let's not miss it this year. And we're just 1 week relatively in advance, so we're going to miss it by that week. But I think as long as we have the song, because we're very much we want to be proud of what we do and what we write. Unless we have the song that we feel can represent Malta or can represent us, I think why not? Then again, representing Malta would be such an honor. So yeah.
Oh, you need a microphone.
John,
We're such attention seekers, man. We love speaking.
We'll do a final question. Oh, we got one more here and then we'll do two more. We'll do two quick questions. Hello.
What advice would you have for future contestants, for Malta contestants planning on going in this year? Sorry, I'm being nervous. So.
Definitely work hard. You need to be prepared. I mean, basically your life changed overnight, you know. So, and I think the three of us, again, we were not expecting to actually represent Malta this year. But as soon as they mentioned our name the day after, I believe it was a roller coaster of emotions. So I think emotionally, you need to work on yourself, you know, so you can get to enjoy the whole experience because it does get to your nerves. So the best thing you can do is actually enjoy it, because again, it's a great community, you feel welcome, and I mean, it's worth it to do it once in your life.
Yeah, so furthermore to what John Paul said, I'm going to speak to the band members here, as in other singers, but the band members. You guys are going to be playing playback, band members. It's something that at first might make you feel like you're not actually playing up there, but I can tell you, you're actually playing up there, even though you're not. You know, as in you're contributing to the sound of the band. You have to go up there and you have to give a performance. You have to give full energy, even though you're not playing. So it's 99%. It's about giving the showmanship without actually playing it. So that's the biggest challenge I had to face. You know, as you might have noticed, I'm a performer. I love to perform. Playing live is the one thing I love the most from music. It's definitely not playing scales for 6 hours a day. So yeah, that's a piece of advice I would give to an instrumentalist entering the Eurovision. It's a great opportunity for your band. Even though you're not going to be playing live, it's a super opportunity. It's going to change your life. And it's going to make your life much easier, and it will make your life a bit more manageable, basically. So yeah.
Well, let's think, because we were 3 people, the three-headed dog from Harry Potter, and we all have something to say.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I think competition has to be the last on the list. We went into Eurovision in Malta to make friends, like that was our intention. And we came out of it with our heads held high, and we replicated the same formula when we went into Liverpool. And again, even though we did come last.
You came third from the bottom, man. It's not last. It's like 2 sentences above last.
We have 0 regrets because we did not put competition at the forefront of our values. And again, we're here today because of that opportunity. So again, we're very humbled and happy about that.
Hi.
This is like really stupid.
It's fine, please ask the question.
You're here for like 24 hours.
Yeah.
Are you going to sleep? Do you get a chance to rest?
Have you seen our last reel?
Yeah.
I'd watch the reel, you get your answer.
If you don't mind our eye bags, we won't sleep at the Busker. Yeah, if it's fine with you. Yeah,
As we were saying, like you get few of these opportunities in life, you know, as artists. As in, we did the Eurovision, so I have more of these things. And now that we have these things, you don't sleep. You sleep when you're dead. That's what I look at it.
Yeah.
So we work hard, we work harder. When you're tired, you work harder. Then you have some coffee, work harder, and then you go play, work harder, and then you go sleep. Maybe, if you're lucky. No, you won't.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of. We all have day jobs. It is something that helps us fuel our music, because obviously in Malta being so small, if you plan a tour, you'll be finished by the end of the day. So you can't really make a full time out of music in Malta, and for us to uproot ourselves into another country as far, it's a bit progress. So yeah, we get a few opportunities like these, so we just want to milk every second of it. So thank you all for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And Travis is looking at me like you guys need to do sound check for tonight. So once again, big round of